so as you already know, Sonic X Shadow Generations is coming to all consoles as well as PC, specifically Windows. So naturally we got Windows loaded up right now, except this is Windows running on a Mac. That's right, this is Parallels Desktop version 20 for Mac, and it allows you to run Windows as a virtual machine in your Mac. And honestly, it runs so smooth that you don't even realize that you're running a virtual machine. And as someone that's been running virtual machines for over a decade, trust me, we've come a long way. For the record, this is Windows 11. I know I've got this really sick Windows 7 aesthetic theme on right now, but this is definitely Windows 11. So I figured since Sonic X Shadow Generations is coming soon, we could try and find out if maybe Sonic X Shadow Generations would run on a Mac using Parallels, right? Now obviously we don't have access to the game now, but we know that it's two games. It's basically Sonic Generations from Hedgehog Engine 1 and then Shadow Generations from Hedgehog Engine 2. So we could test some Hedgehog Engine 1 games and then we could test a Hedgehog Engine 2 game, like say Frontiers. So as you can see, we're in the hot water generations right now. We're gonna quickly test Classic Sonic and see how well he runs. Right now everything seems to be fine, it's loading pretty well. We're in the level, we're playing the game. Classic Sonic runs pretty much fine, right? Alright, that's enough Classic Sonic. Now time for the main event, of course Modern Sonic. We will go into Modern Green Hill because that is one of the easiest levels to showcase in this game. And yes, pretty much as you can see, Modern Sonic is running just fine. I've got the settings set to 1080p right now. You can go higher than 1080p, but it causes more lag naturally. This is an M1 Max MacBook Pro, so it's running on the ARM architecture. But I've literally got an Xbox Series controller connected right now, and it's running just fine with the controller connected to my M1 Max. And just for fun, I did try out another Hedgehog Engine 1 game, which is Sonic Lost World. You can see here Lost World is running pretty much fine as well. If you want to play Lost World, you can definitely play Lost World on this. So in terms of Hedgehog Engine 1 games, it's clear that we've got no issue running the Sonic Generations portion of Sonic X Shadow Generations. The issue arises when it comes to the Shadow Generations portion, because if we try and load a Hedgehog Engine 2 game like Sonic Frontiers, the game just flat out won't open. Now this is not a flaw of Parallels at all. Parallels has done nothing wrong, because I figured out the issue by looking at the system requirements for Sonic Frontiers. It clearly states on both Sonic Frontiers and Sonic X Shadow Generations, because of the Hedgehog Engine 2 portion of the game, that you need a processor that supports AVX extensions to run the application, with the Frontier system requirements saying it wants AVX and SSE4 instruction sets. These are specifically Intel or x86 features that are only going to show up on x86 CPUs, so like Intel and AMD basically, and not ARM CPUs like the one that my M1 Max is running on, right? Now Parallels does support Intel-based Macs as well, but since I don't have an Intel-based Mac to test it out, I can't see if Frontiers will run on the Windows version of that. But we know that this is a CPU architecture thing and not a Parallels thing. So my verdict as to whether a Mac will be able to run Sonic X Shadow Generations using Parallels is, I guess it depends. If someone with an Intel-based Mac is able to run Sonic Frontiers right now using Parallels, then to me it's a good chance that Sonic X Shadow Generations would run on an Intel-based Mac running Parallels. However, if you're running an ARM-based Mac like an M1, M2 or later, you're probably not going to be able to run the Shadow Generations portion of the game based on that instruction set that's required. But the Sonic Generations portion of the game, assuming they're separate exe files, may still run for you given that base Generations is running just fine for me right now. Nonetheless, it's really amazing that Parallels allows you to do so much stuff in Windows on a Mac, as well as even game. And of course, if you like to check out Parallels, you can check out the link in the video description below. Alright, so if you don't already know, the Tokyo Game Show is going on right now. That is an event where people go and play games, and it's a show, and I think you know where I'm going with this. It's in Tokyo. So naturally, because Sega know how to market video games nowadays, because they forgot years ago, now they remember, they're promoting Sonic X Shadow Generations at this event. So we've gotten brand new gameplay. I know what you're thinking, we already got Kingdom Valley gameplay before, but that was not the full level, it was sections of the level, right? But now we're getting footage of the full level, and we're getting it from people who actually know how to play Sonic the Hedgehog games. As you can see here, Fidel has got full footage of the Kingdom Valley level, and someone else here, the hash AQ, I don't know how to pronounce that, said, I played Kingdom Valley and got every skip at Tokyo Game Show. So this is not about to be some IGN gameplay, right? It's about to be gameplay from people who know what the fuck they're doing, hopefully, and we can see how the level is played from start to finish and see the entire footage. So we're gonna react to all of this right now. But if you subscribe to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe. Okay, so we'll start with this one here. This is 5 minutes, and this one is 4 minutes 54. So this one's probably the better run because it's quicker. and the Sonic, aka speed, is important. So we're gonna react to this and see what the vibe is saying, okay?
How we started. Yeah, let's do it again.
Man, look, I don't wanna gush about the HUD again, because I know you guys who saw my stream, I was doing too much of that, but like, whew, baby. Obviously, we can't hear the music because, you know, event setting and whatnot, but did they change that? Let me see. I want to see something. Okay, they haven't changed it. I thought they changed the wind timing. I talked about that on my stream from before.
Alright, do you want to just wait time, then I'll record you?
Maybe normal people can't record.
Yeah. Also, it's trying to take a little shortcut there because you get over there. Let me put some music on. Let me keep the music on, actually. But yeah, I think it's trying to take, because instead of going to the rope, he's like do a quick air boost and then like home and attack over there. It's a little shortcut. I like that. But the question is, could you let me go back to that section quickly. Could you hit the first one and then just hit the spring that's, say, up there? I'm thinking like stomp on that, go up there and take a different route. So that's an interesting path over there. You know, so there's definitely room for skips. I'm gonna see the second video as well by the other creator, which may, I like that. It's like the speed highway modern when the rocket shows up. I like that. But yeah, I wonder like the levels of skip you can take in this. All right, go through here. You run on the side of the wall. I like. Hold on. So you're on there because you got something like that in 06 as well, where you can jump off the what's it called, the wind rails, and then go through the rainbow ring and take a little shortcut. So I like the idea that you can jump off here and then take a different path. I'm assuming a higher, quicker path, or some collectible or some kind of benefit to taking that path. You run through this little cave area, which was in 06 as well. Hit the dash panel. Oh, I like this. I like the level design here. Alright, goes through there. They got a lot of wind rails, you know. They got a lot of wind rails. So it's like now we'll transition to another section, but obviously because it's not 06, no load screen. Like the fast loads is definitely a benefit that we are experiencing with this game. So he missed the ramp, so I guess we're not taking that path. But yeah, you could see if you make that jump, you get to go in that upper area, which I don't know how much of a benefit it is, but it's just one of those like flex things. Like you don't have to take the slower path. Obviously, if you don't already know, every time you land on the water, the Doom Surf thing shows up, so you don't have to manually engage it. It just happens. Yeah, they do that so that obviously if you suck, you won't die, you know. Right, spring through there. Like that water section is pretty intricate as well. I like that as well. They did really well with this level, honestly. You know, once we put that original Kingdom Valley music mod on, whew, this is gonna be crazy. And you go through here. I love this transition when he just twists around and then goes into the, oh, I love that animation right there. This game has got style, right? Like it's got style. Like that's one thing I could definitely say about this game. Like we've definitely had debates on like level design and things like that, but when it comes to style, this game has got it. Even the rail grinding here, like you could see like the way the camera like does this like pulsing zoom is very intricate, you know. Like it's one of those games that's just gonna look really impressive. Like I remember when I would play like Unleashing Generations around friends who didn't actually care for Sonic, they always thought it looked cool because the boost is like a spectacle, right? And I feel like this has that spectacle. Like you don't even have to like playing Sonic, but you just be watching the footage like, ooh, this looks clean. Look at that kind of thing. That kind of mentality. You got the 06 crates. Also, there's actually an enemy with some real combat, because I could have sworn like when I saw the older footage in the combat section, it seemed like it wasn't as much work to defeat, but it seems like a bit more work here. Maybe because he used that chaos ability, I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that if there's more enemies that are like not one hit. I'm a fan of enemies that aren't just one hit, as you can tell by my favorite games, Heroes and 06, and even Rush to some extent had multi-hit enemies. I like that in Sonic levels. I know some people hate that shit. They just want enemies to be like home and attack fodder. But I guess different preferences, you know. So he defeats that enemy there. Gets back on the water. The kind of level mods you can make with that Doom Surf is gonna be crazy actually. Like the stage mods are gonna be pretty goated for this. Alright, goes through here, the wind rail. The only thing that's missing, like, in terms of spectacle... Oh, you fucked that up. The only thing that's missing is Kingdom Valley used to have the destroying buildings. Like, you do random shit and 2 huge buildings just, like, collapse. To me, that shit was crazy. I just want to see a few areas like that where, like, a building just gets, like, destroyed. I mean, obviously, you still got the glass being destroyed, but, like, I mean, like, buildings were crumbling, like, you know, I miss that. You know, that's the one thing that I haven't seen here that would, like, be crazy. So you can have that little section there, the rainbow ring, I saw that. I like that they've added this little quick step section to the wind rails, because the wind rails are pretty easy before. You just grind on them, you know, until you get to the next section. Oh, this is the area where you'd have that run up the wall thing, but they removed it. So it just takes you straight to the dash panel. I'm mad they removed, I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad they removed it. That random, like, you run up into the air and then you all the way to the other side. I don't know why I love that scene so much, but I just love that scene. Alright, go through here. There's a lot more wind rails and there's a lot more breaking the glass. Is that a portal? What was that? Oh no, it's to use the chaos ability. Back into the water and the doom surf shows up. Alright, so you got the enemy trying to fire at you. Oh, you can actually go on that platform. I didn't even notice that. That's crazy. Okay. Avoid the mines that you destroy the enemy at the end. Then back on the doom surf. So do you have to destroy the enemy to progress, or is it just more like you might as well kind of thing? Okay, so even here, like, you can see here there's a lower area that's got some like collectibles or like power-ups or whatever. You could go up there. There was a wind rail there, but you skipped it. The aesthetics, I like the textures here on the ground. I like this little cave area. This is different. This is definitely was not in original 6. And then it transitions into what would have been the Mach Speed section, but they didn't do one like a proper one. I know Shadow didn't actually have a Mach Speed section in 06. It was only Sonic that had one. But I mean, it would have been cool to if they recreated that. Oh, there's a path. Ooh, look at that. So you time that jump, you go up there. Okay. Quick step, get the rings. Oh, did you see that? You remember in some of the footage before there was like this diagonal quick step thing? I think that's what these rings are for. I don't think he was able to get that, but yeah, that would have been crazy. 4.5 minutes. Whew. That's like a whole like zone in colors. What was the rank? Oh, only A? Oh no, it's okay. Never mind. I was about to say, did they bump up the rank? No, false alarm. It's still generations. It's still generations. All right, let's check out this one and see what we've got to show for this. Okay, but I'm liking this so far.
Alright, we just got done with TGS. I just got back to my hotel room. This is my playthrough of Kingdom Valley
got commentary.
Shadow Generations. I finished with a 402, got an S rank, and had to use everything.
402. So this one was 438. Okay, so 402. So you can do probably 4 minutes or under 4 minutes. It's so similar to like Modern Planet Wisp length. Those of you who can't beat Modern Planet Wisp in under 4 minutes, get good, because, you know, like, seriously. But yeah, it's so, like similar to Modern Planet Wisp length.
I'm voicing over.
But, you know, without the 2D, because there was no 2D. We've seen like 2D in trailers, but we haven't seen 2D in like the main acts, which does make me wonder if there's going to be a colors situation with some multiple acts that are 2D. But I guess we'll find out later.
Because there's a lot of background noise in this video and you can't hear the music anyway. So over here I took the upper path, as you guys can see.
Yeah, this guy's optimized it.
Through here, and I'm going to attack over to the eagle. Take the upper path over.
So do you really need the eagle? There's my question. Like, because it's like such a small distance. Could you like, is that an automated section? No, it's a home and attack reticle over there. So it's not automated. Could you just like air boost that and just skip it?
I'm going to attack over to the eagle. Take the upper path over here. This game is absolutely phenomenal, by the way. Like, if you love alternate paths, which all Sonic fans do, you'll love this game. Over here, I haven't seen anybody take this path before. On the left side, if you're this robot over here,
ooh, look at that.
Skip this whole section.
That is different.
Nice. I noticed that in my playthrough, and even after I did this run, I noticed there were even more alternate paths you could have taken.
Another eagle.
Probably a lot more to lower my time by like 3 or 4 more seconds, which is really, really cool. Over here we have
what section? What was that R1 over there? What was that? What are you supposed to do with that? Like, is it? I think it's the destroyer. Okay, I think it's that.
Abilities, which is actually really fun. They're actually really fun to use, and this is like, you know, the mechanic.
That's
where
the
you
ramp
press X
prompts.
on the right time to get a nice little jump. There's actually another jump here that skips this entire section right over here. So
Oh
here,
yeah, this
you
one. I
jump
saw this
here,
in
you
previous
skip, you press
footage.
the entire section, go back to regular shadow, holding attack this, and get the grind rail.
Oh, that's
and you
the
can skip
collectible.
this entire section, which is really, really cool. The game really rewards you for, you know, getting off tricks and being able to find.
Man, with like alternate paths like this, it's so annoying that they just keep the ranking system so like easy. Like, cause like the S rank could have been like some serious work if they like make you take like the more optimized paths to get it. But it feels like you could just take the basic path and still get the S.
Even over here, if you can get this rainbow ring, you get a pretty nice skip, which I think we've shown before. I didn't need to do a drop there, which I don't know. I think I just instinctively did it. Over here as well, we go all the way up. There's a path on the left side, but I think that's for collectibles. It didn't really take me anywhere.
Collectible path, okay.
I tried it already. Home attack here, get on this rail over here, and over here we use chaos control to actually kill these enemies because
it's faster, isn't
you use
it?
chaos control, they don't attack you, which is really, really cool.
Oh
So
yeah,
chaos
that's
control
why I was so
these
quick
enemies,
before.
It doesn't do his little shield and whatnot. And then you boost over here.
So it wasn't supposed to be a one-hit enemy, but if you got the chaos control, then you can get that. Okay, that makes
go
sense.
straight to the eagle. Dude, they really... Kingdom Valley in this game is absolutely beautiful too, by the way. Like, this game looks phenomenal, plays phenomenal too, by the way. For those of you concerned, this does not feel like Forces at all.
Like, I mean, we knew that from like trailers ago, like
I used
ages
chaos control
ago.
here to stop that.
I mean, I never said
but
that
actually
because,
you
like, I think people got amnesia. They forgot how bad Forces was when they were comparing it to that because, like, this was never that. Like, that was bad.
Chaos control right there. You can actually go and attack the alien and go up to a higher platform, which I kind of messed up.
Attack the alien, go to a higher platform. Let me see.
At all. By the way, I used chaos control here to stop that little black doom alien, but actually, if you chaos control right there,
Where's the alien? Let me see.
plays phenomenal.
Oh, so if you attack the alien from
For
there,
those of you concerned,
then there's a higher
does
path.
not feel like Forces at
But
all.
he's the alien's supposed to follow you because of the chaos control. He couldn't keep up. That makes sense.
By the way, I used chaos control here to stop that little black doom alien, but actually, if you chaos control right there, you can actually go and attack the alien and go up to a higher platform, which I kind of messed up on, because you can actually take a shorter path here, which I didn't get to do. I didn't have enough time to do. But yeah, I did end up, you know, going as fast as possible. Over here, simple grail grinding, avoid the spikes. Pretty typical.
Did you say grail grinding?
As fast as possible. Over here, simple grail grinding, avoid the
Grail
spikes.
grinding.
Pretty typical Sonic stuff here.
I love that
Avoid the spikes.
when he goes through the
Typical Sonic.
hoop, that animation where he like twirls. I love shit like that. It's little things, but I love shit like that. Like when in general, like when Sonic goes to like a rainbow ring, and even in Heroes, and he does that little like animation. This I just love, and the way it transitions back, I think it's pretty smooth.
But dude, this game is, by the way, like I said, I already, this is gonna be one of the best Sonic games ever. Over here, alternate path, you do that, and then boom, rainbow ring, you skip the entire section. Absolutely phenomenal. Over here too, if you go to the right, you can actually...
Did he do like two jumps? Was that two switches? Hold on.
Over here too, if you...
Oh no, it's already in the middle. It was already in the middle.
go to the right, you can actually jump off this rail, sorry,
Oh.
get on another rail to make your path even shorter.
Another one, okay.
So, like I said, this game is just full of surprises. There's so many different routes you can take.
Do you know what would have been cool? I know I'm hopping on
like I
this
said,
one little run up
this game is just full
the
of
roof section. Imagine if the eagle took you to the left side to do that whole long section, but if you jumped off the eagle and air boosted, then you could land straight. That would have been a crazy skip. That would have been
There's
insane.
so many different routes you can take and make your gameplay shorter, and it just feels so rewarding. Like, it feels like it's... I just can't. This game is just absolutely peak. You guys need to play it to experience it. Over here we have a little bit of a homing. It's like a chaos control ring dash. I don't know how it actually. Basically, if you have chaos control, you can light dash these chaos control things. It's pretty cool. Over here, I also got the skip over here where I pressed X properly on the right time and just boosted all the way across here. And we're reaching the end of the level, I think. Yeah, this is around the end of the level. I took a little bit of a short...
The fact that there's no loading screens is crazy. It just transitions straight into the Mach speed area.
There's actually these rings. If you stomp over here, you can take these red rings that actually boost you. Basically, right.
Oh, I just saw that. Hold
over
on.
here, you can take these red rings that actually boost you.
So there's like that little section there with the red rings.
Basically, right here. but I went on the lower route anyway because I tried doing that like multiple times and I kept dying. And over here is the end of the level, and there we go. I ended it with a 402, and I'm very excited about getting the S rank, which was super cool. This game is absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for the full game to come out. Sonic X Shadow Generations is absolutely peak, I am telling you. If you guys enjoy that.
Alright, so what's the verdict? That level so far looks like the best one we've seen. Out of all the levels in Shadow Generation, this one seems like the best one. It seems better than the Space Colony Arc one. I think the Arc one was the first level, so that was probably simpler. The Kingdom Valley level seems more intricate. I mean, there's a few things I would have liked to see, like, you know, a bit more platforming stuff, because I think a lot of the time they do rely on the homing attack for platforming sections, whereas, like, I mean, they did that before in older games too, but maybe not as much. Like, I guess it depends. If you think of like Sonic's Kingdom Valley in 06, you know, Silver had a lot of platforming in his section because he didn't have the homing attack, so he had to platform. Sonic had more homing attack kind of platforming, but there were regular platforming sections as well. And Shadow definitely had some platform sections as well, but Shadow's Kingdom Valley in 06 wasn't that good. It wasn't that good of a level because I've said this before, but Shadow's vehicles have always been clunky. They've always been clunky. The only vehicle I really liked in a Sonic game was the bobsled. I'm not including the mechs in SA2. I thought the mechs were fun. I actually liked the mechs. But I mean like those vehicles that Shadow would use at times, I always thought those were clunky. The bobsled is a bit more on rails and still challenging, which I think they did that really well. But yeah, I think the Doom Surf is a great ability. I think the level design is good. I think the length is good. You know, would I put it at S tier level design? Probably not. This seems, at least Kingdom Valley, not the whole game, but at least Kingdom Valley seems like a solid A tier in terms of level design, I think. You know, bit more challenge, bit more platforming. I might bump it up, or maybe a better Mark speed section. You know, then that could have made it S. But in terms of like what we're getting, like, this is going to be the best game since Generations, right? It's funny because we've been saying for years that Generations is like the current bar, and they passed it with Generation. I wouldn't say passed it, but they matched it with Generations. So Generations is still the bar. It's like Generations was the bar 13 years ago, and now it's matched by Generations. So you couldn't live your failure. Where did it lead you? Right back to me. Well, right back to Gens. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. You know, the game is looking pretty sick. Less than a month till it comes out. I'm gonna have that shit day -3 digital deluxe, obviously. So we're gonna be trying that out. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming soon to the channel. But that is all I have to say right now. So, Remy out.